What's up, beta testers? I got good news for you. Today, I'm going to show you how I was able to build a low-end gaming PC specifically for fighting games for about $200, give or take. So stick around. If you've been thinking that you need to either upgrade to PS5 or switch to PC, this video is for you. Now let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cross Counter TV. My name is Gootecks, and lately there's been a lot of talk in the FGC about whether or not we should be playing on PC versus continuing to play on console with PS4 or 5 being the standard for tournaments. And as somebody who's been playing on PC for the past several years, probably, I don't know, all of Street Fighter 5.
You retired too?
Not me. I'm in my prime.
I've really come to appreciate how much better the experience is. And now that we're on the verge of another cycle, everybody's going to have to choose whether or not they're going to upgrade to a PS5 or switch to playing on PC, or potentially even upgrade their existing PC. So why would you even want to play on PC? Well, I'm glad you asked. Certain opportunities, as we discussed last time on this channel, are only going to be available on PC. That means when special beta testing work opportunities pop up, if you're stuck on PS5, you're just not going to be able to pick up these extra hours. Number two, PS5s are expensive and are super in demand right now, especially as we go into the holidays. The other thing that you may not have considered, and I know I didn't until recently, is that if you continue to play on console, whether it's PS5 or if you're playing on Xbox, you're still going to have to pay the PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live monthly fee from now until eternity. Now, I don't know about you, but $10 a month, whether I'm playing the games actively or not, adds up over a period of years. If you upgraded to a PS5 at the beginning of Street Fighter 5, let's say in 2023 sometime, and the game lasts for 5 or 6 years like the last one did and the last one did, that's basically, let's say, $120 a year times 5 is like $600, and you're getting charged whether or not you were active or not. I'm not trying to pay that $10 a month from now until forever, because now I gotta pay that $8 a month to Big Daddy Elon forever. Whereas on PC, you're not paying any of that because there's no extra fees to play online.
Waste of money if you ask me.
But Gootecks, playing on PC is so expensive. A lot of people think that PC gaming is really expensive because it definitely can be. But the reality is, in this day and age, you really don't need a high-end gaming PC in order to enjoy most competitive games, most esports titles. And you definitely don't need a high-end gaming PC to play current generation fighting games. So my goal with all this was to see what kind of hardware you really need in order to run the current generation of fighting games. So the first thing that I did was look at the requirements for Street Fighter 6, because Capcom put those up. Maybe they'll change. I highly doubt it. But from looking at the minimum specs and then the recommended specs, I was able to get a better idea of what was really needed. Doing the research, it was clear that you don't need a high-end GPU and you don't need a high-end CPU. So I wanted to see how low-end of a PC I could get together that could still play fighting games, that was very budget conscious, because hey, FGC is poverty. And honestly, I was shocked with what I found. Once I had those basic requirements, then I started to do a little more research. And I found that there's plenty of other people that are trying to do this too. Shout outs to Linus Tech Tips for, this super helpful video where they showed how you could just buy a used workstation PC and just upgrade the video card and you'd basically be good to go. So then I looked on eBay and I looked on Craigslist and I finally found, it wasn't even that hard. It's not even like I was looking that long. And then I met up with them like 2 days later. I bought one. It was an i3 It has like the built-in video GPU, so it's like worthless. But it came with 8 gigs of RAM and like a 500 gig hard drive. So super low end for $100. Obviously, like I got the short end of the stick on that one, but in the name of science, I didn't care because I still wanted to see if I could get the games running. First thing I did was put in the GPU because I just so happen to have RX 580 laying around. I swapped out the power supply with another one that I had lying around. I don't even think that was really necessary. But even if it was necessary, you could still get a 500 watt PSU on eBay for like 25, 30, 40 bucks. They're pretty cheap. You could definitely spend about 200 bucks and have yourself a low-end fighting game PC that's gonna play all the current generation games, and who knows, maybe even Street Fighter 6 with an upgrade or two. All right, well, the install took about 13 minutes. So now we're gonna reboot and then see what happens. Okay, well, I think it worked. Seems to have worked this time. The moment of truth. All right, the shaders. 2 years later. So is this low-end used gaming PC gonna be super fast and be able to do all kinds of crazy stuff like stream to nobody and edit 4K videos and play Cyberpunk at 4K or whatever? No, absolutely not. But is it gonna be able to play modern current day fighting games without an issue? It's not the fastest, it's not the brightest, it's not the prettiest, but it works, okay? But there's also a few things that could probably be upgraded at a very small price. Upgrading to an SSD, adding another 8 gigs of RAM would make all the difference in the world. And also upgrading the CPU would also go a long way. So the next time that somebody tells you that PC gaming is so expensive, then you send them to this video and you set them straight. It was just, I consider it a success. It's not the fastest, but it works. And so now I want to know, what should we do? I mean, I already have a PC to play on. I don't need it. Maybe somebody wants to buy it. Maybe we should give it away to somebody. What do you guys think? And what do you think about upgrading to a PS5 or switching to PC? Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's games you want me to test or if I should try other hardware. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you later.